The thoughts, ideas, and suggestions of conservative right-wing Gage Kirby does not represent the Ahn Shin-Ae Show or Penna Vega Entertainment Group in any way, shape, or form.
The Ahn Shin-Ae Show is sponsored by Innovative Entertainment Group, Anchor, the Democratic Republic of Shan-Ae. Join the revolution by becoming a citizen of Shan-Ae today. The Suwon Media Group, the Shan-Ae Corporation, and by listeners like you. Thank you. Show your support by giving a generous financial donation.
The true facts about what I actually believe in. How Gage, Cass Warfox, and the rest of the conservative GC2 cult are creating a false narrative against the LGBT plus community, liberals, and the vast minority community, which in turn is creating the very disparity that conservative right has vowed to destroy. A thesis written by Ahn Shin-Ae, independent researcher. Yeah, you totally sound like an independent researcher when you can't even spell the word researcher. Would it kill you to actually invest in a spell checker, or would it kill you just to have Grammarly installed on your phone or tablet or your computer? Really, it's a free program. It's not like it's going to cost an arm and a leg to bother to spend the extra second just to make sure what you're typing is spelled properly. Holy shit, this is going to be fun for everyone. Ah, boy, this is going to be fucking fun to have to go through. I honestly believe that the abuse of another human being is wrong. No one is disagreeing with that principle, and no one has ever tried to say that the abuse of someone is correct or justified. However, considering the way you treat others and how you decide to handle people disagreeing with you, it's safe to assume that it's negotiable if the person that's being abused or being hurt in some way has something negative to say against you, in which case you just kind of say, who gives a shit? Because that's just the kind of person that you are. I believe that omitting acts of violence against another individual is illogical and unethical. Okay, do you mean committing or omitting? Because omitting means to remove something from the record. Committing means to actually participate in the actual cause of this act or the actual perpetration of the act. So you might want to actually make sure that you know what you're saying. I do not support or promote anyone who condemns violence against any human being. Oh, you mean you don't support people who would condone it? Because you said condemn as though you have a problem with anyone who is against violence, instead of simply saying, I am against people condoning violence because they are endorsing it. So does that mean you support violence? I mean, really, a lot of this doesn't sound good for you when you realize that a lot of the things you're saying could be taken in a very negative way, the way you're writing it alone. I do not support or promote pedophilia, rape, murder, racism, or any injustice against another human being. You do promote pedophilia and you do promote rape. You promote pedophilia by saying that age doesn't exist, and by saying age doesn't exist, you say pedophilia is not a thing. So by denouncing it as an actual thing that occurs, or a thing that people exhibit, you are denouncing its damage that it does to people, ergo you are condoning it and promoting it by allowing it. Not to mention you trying to promote pedophilia as a sexual orientation, which kind of goes against the whole you not promoting pedophilia thing. Rape? You might not promote rape, but you say that rape doesn't exist, and by denouncing what rape is, and by discrediting the severity of the effects that it has on people, you are essentially promoting it and condoning it by trying to discredit the severity of the effects that it has on people who've been through it. You're kind of a shitbag. Murder? Well, you tend not to really mind if someone's being harmed or not, if it's someone that you don't like. Racism? Dude, you're more racist than anyone you really bitch about, with the side of actual KKK members. Like, those are the only other people who I can say that are definitively as racist, if not more racist than you. I mean, you seem to, like, overtly hate white people, but you don't have the balls to just say that. You seem to be one of these cocksuckers who walks around hating other people because they happen to be born into an ethnicity that is not their choice. And because you assume they have a privilege that they don't, you assume that the ethnicity that they're born as just magically makes them immune to life's problems, when reality is, it doesn't really do shit for you. It makes you less likely to be stopped by a cop, maybe, but that's as far as that little token goes. After that, you're just as fucked as everyone else on this little mud ball we call our planet. Alright, here we go. Okay, well, what is your definition of injustice? Because your definition of injustice seems to fluctuate between what is good for you as opposed to what is bad for others. Because your whole idea of injustice seems to be based specifically upon what would benefit you, as opposed to what would benefit the world as a whole. You seem to believe that if it would benefit you, it's A-okay regardless of what it does to others. But you also seem to think that if it happens to disagree with you and it inconveniences you in any way, you immediately treat it like it's the worst thing ever and that it should be treated with the same degree of hostility that someone should be treated if they walk around stabbing people. Nor do I support or promote bullying, brainwashing, the persecution of others, and or any human being violating the human rights of others, threatening violence against another person, slandering, posting false personal information about someone, impersonating others in a vile way, or harassing someone for their beliefs, sexuality, gender identity, race, etc. Dude, you've harassed everyone for those reasons. You've harassed people because they questioned your beliefs. You've harassed people because of their gender or because of their orientation. You say people can't be gay or transgender because they don't agree with you. You say people can't be a certain race that they're born as because they don't agree with you. I mean, fuck, you said that Steve can't be gay because Steve doesn't agree with you. Same thing you've said about Cass. You said Jennifer can't be transgender because she questions what you say, which is kind of trans-fucking-phobic, really, because you're saying that a transgender person has to be a fucking, like, a stereotype. You seem to believe that every transgender person have to have the same mentality or they're not transgender. Yeah, that's kind of what a bigot would do. Like, race? Dude, you essentially say that anyone that's white is automatically a racist or a conservative or a Nazi because that's basically all you think. Your mind is so strained and so screwed up that you believe that if anyone at all disagrees with you over the most simplistic of things, you lose your mind and throw a tantrum about it because you can't justify what you say. I have never once promoted anything that would be harmful to others. You promoted pedophilia. You said pedophilia was a sexual orientation. You said it was okay for people to offend on someone. You said it was okay for people to, quote, have sex with someone who's been alive less years than they've been, which is essentially you condoning people raping children because you say children don't exist, and you don't say children when you refer to children, you say something else, which is people who've existed for less time, which kind of defeats the purpose of saying that children don't exist if you're going to use the exact same definition almost to a T. However, I have promoted an end to bullying, a better understanding of individual rights and freedoms, freedom of choice, speech, and expression, a better understanding of how the world works. So how Gage and his cult can misconstrue human rights for moral turpitude is a clear sign of ignorance on their part. No, it's just the fact is when you get criticized for being a fucking douche who passive-aggressively tries to crap on people for disagreeing with you, when people simply differ from your point of view, you decide to have a fucking tantrum about it and screech into the fucking ether thinking that anyone's just going to take you seriously, when the reality is nobody does. The only reason people listen to you is so they can poke fun and laugh at you because you're a fucking maniac who people find funny to watch freak the fuck out. And that's the only reason people really even bother dealing with this shit, is because they just enjoy laughing at your stupidity, because you're just that out of your fucking mind. Therefore, their actions exposes their true intentions. Their true intentions were never to, quote, protect anyone, but to attack the LGBT plus community, which they hate. These conservatives believe that transgender people are, quote, violent and pathetic. They will say anything that push a negative narrative against the LGBT plus community. Again, disagreeing with you and people like Jessica and Neve, who are both psychotic, mentally fucked up predators, is not the same thing as attacking every transgender person or putting the LGBT as a whole into like the box where people assume they're child predators. No. Criticizing individuals for their actions and their behavior is not the same thing as putting everyone that happens to be the same sexual orientation or happens to identify the same gender identity into a fucking box and saying they're all the same, because no one is doing that. People like you are actually allowing that stigma to be created. People like you and this Jessica and Eve fucking cow are the reason that stigma fucking exists. It's not everyone, it's people like the two of you. A very, very small group of people in the transgender community who do really fucked up things, who are later arrested for it, if not getting away with it, because they're too crazy to be arrested, because they can use an insanity plea to get themselves out of trouble, which I have no doubt is most likely in your near future. And it's because of people like you that the transgender community gets such a shitty rap. Not me, not fucking Miley Yiannopoulos, not Ben Shapiro, not Tucker Carlson even. Just people like you who actually occupy that community by your own statements. You claim to occupy this community. And you say all these really, really fucked up things. And you do all these really, really creepy fucked up things. And you're sitting there wondering, why does no one want me around them when I act like a bleeding fucking lunatic? I don't know, maybe that just answered your question. Maybe the reason no one wants you around is because you act like a fucking nutbag, and people don't want to be associated with a psychotic lunatic who freaks the fuck out every time people tell him to shut his fucking ass, to the point where he has to be extracted from a facility because he's screaming like a fucking lunatic. Honestly, I wish the cops would have done an I Can't Breathe on you, because I think it would have been fucking hilarious to watch you gasping for air. Just like putting one of those little police throat chokes. The shameful act of slandering others because of their differences is a well-known action that is done by Gage. Here's
a ti nunca te iban a hacer. Llevarte a lugares que tú no pensaste ver. Entonces date prisa, quítate la camisa. It's me and you so high like we in a visa.
Have you ever tried to live without? Did you ever know what it's all about? It's the sound of the wind that is blowing my mind. It's the beat of the earth making me sleep at night.
I'm a hustler by nature, it's in my blood. Steady chasing this paper and rolling dubs. So my money never out of sight. And I'm all swagged up with a red and green stripes. I'm a hustler by nature, it's in my blood. Steady chasing this paper and rolling dubs. So my money never out of sight. And I'm all swagged up with a red and green stripes. Fast or slow, bro, you can't catch me though. Too fast, too furious, too hungry for y'all to see. I mean what I say, what I mean. I'm the goddamn reason hip-hop's back on its feet. Used to put work in the streets, now I lay my work on beats and let them work for me. Yeah, I mean what I say what I mean. I'm the goddamn reason hip-hop's back on its feet. Used to put work in the streets, now I lay my work on beats and let them work for me. Yeah, I mean what I say what I mean. I'm the goddamn reason hip-hop's back on its feet. Used to put work in the streets, now I lay my work on beats and let them work for me. Yeah, I mean what I say what I mean. I'm the goddamn reason hip-hop's back on its feet. Used to put work in the streets, now I lay my work on beats
not slander if you publicly disclose you yourself saying and doing things that are very, very sus. You straight up, back when your old basic account, retard, was up, you straight up posted up, you made a post about a Target employee who escorted you out of the building with a couple of security personnel because you tried to follow a 9-year-old into a changing room. And then the fact is, I actually talked to the employees of this fucking building, and they said that it was exactly as I figured it was. That you tried to follow a little kid into a changing room. A kid that didn't know you, a kid that has no idea who the fuck you were. You were just some fucking creepy weirdo following them around, and that the only reason that they didn't get fucking preyed on was the fact that their mother was following her when she realized there was some fucking weirdo tailing her all the way to the changing room. Had that been my niece you were doing that shit to, fuckhead, I would have stomped on your fucking head. I would have just stomped on it till there's nothing but water and pus, because that's really all that's in there. There's no brain in there, it's just pus and water. That's why I call you a fucking ugly-looking waterhead. It's because all you are is a fucking degenerate with a cup noodle for a brain. This stereotype that somehow transgender people do not have the right to stand up for themselves is within itself an outdated belief. Bullying transgender people is within itself wrong, let alone making up excuses to hate them and or using your own personal problems and lifestyle choices as an excuse or a motivation to do evil deeds like slandering and pinning false information on them. Again, a lot of this, quote, false information is shit you yourself has disclosed. There's no reason to lie about you. There isn't. Because a lot of the fucked up things you do gives people enough ammunition. They don't need to lie at you. No one needs to fucking bullshit about you, because a lot of the things that you claim that you don't do, you end up later admitting to in a slightly different context later on in your own books. I mean, fuck. You straight up admitted that you were following this kid around into a fucking into that fucking changing room, because later it's like, there's nothing wrong with helping a person undress. Dude, no one was saying anything about that. That's more or less an admittance when you throw that out there, completely unsolicited, with no fucking context. That's exactly how that fucking sounds. It sounds like a passive admittance that you knew full well what you were doing was creepy and fucked up, and you did it anyway. I mean, realize how wacky and fucked up it sounds. Because what happens is your little fucking crazy ass starts trying to pull people into your random shit and starts trying to make them the source of all the world's problems, when the reality is the only one capable of making themselves the problem was you. And you did that pretty fucking well when you started trying to lodge yourself up everyone's ass. Seriously, you were following them around nonstop like a fucking stalker. And you mean to tell me that it's wrong for someone to read what you write when you're the dumb fuck that publicizes information about himself? Non-fucking stop. Alright, back to the reading. The more that Gage posts in his hateful pinnacle attack propaganda videos on his YouTube channel, I'm not live and game the loudmouth, the more evidence is against them. It is available to the public to see how sensitive conservatives really are against those who stand up for the LGBT rights, Black Lives Matter, and even Joe Biden. Again, no one said anything about the LGBT. You're trying to make it about the LGBT because you're a dickhead and used to constantly use everything under the sun as a shield. That's all it is. You're using these people like a shield. You're not allowing them to save things on their own behalf. You're saying, well, you attack me, we're not gonna be people. No, I'm not. I'm not. If I say the word faggot, it's not because I'm directing it at all the other gay people all around the fucking planet who have nothing to do with this. Because they have nothing to do with it. If you're so fucked up in the head that you need to try to justify the shit that you say by saying, well, you call me this name, it means you hate everyone that would be falling under this category. No, I don't. No, I don't. Just because I call you a faggot doesn't mean I hate every person that would qualify as gay. It just means that you're trying to use that as an excuse. That way you can sit there and say, well, you're not allowed to say that word about me because it hurts my feelings. And if it hurts my feelings, it means it's hurting all the other gay people's feelings who's not around. Most gay people wouldn't give a shit if they know exactly who I'm saying it to and why. They might not agree with my use of the words, but they most likely wouldn't give a fuck. Black Lives Matter. Here's the thing, I don't have an issue with Black Lives Matter as a principle. My issue is with how people are sometimes handling those protests, where instead of just simply sitting there with signs and petitions trying to talk about the issue, there are people flipping over cars and shit, lighting shit on fire and destroying people's property. That's where I draw the line. It's one thing to simply sit there and say, let's have a conversation to try to solve the problem. It's another when you actively try to fucking destroy someone else's belongings just because you feel like you're not getting what you want from the world. Okay? Like Dr. King would be rolling over in his fucking grave if he was able to be aware of the shit people were doing. What Gage is doing against humanity is not criticism, but a blatant attack against humanity itself and our diversity. Again, disagreeing with you and criticizing you for the fucked up things you do as a person is not the same thing as lumping every person in that category. You simpering retard. How stupid can you fucking be to honestly believe that people disagreeing with you is immediately the same thing as them trying to typecast everyone else as your level of degenerate?
to live without. Did you ever know what it's all about? It's the sound of the wind that is blowing my mind. It's the beat of the earth making me sleep at night.
I'm a hustler by nature, it's in my blood. Steady chasing this paper and rolling dust. So my money never out of sight, and I'm all swagged up with a red and green stripe. I'm a hustler by nature, it's in my blood. Steady chasing this paper and rolling dust. So my money never out of sight, and I'm all swagged up with a red and green stripe. Work on beats and let them work for me.
because nobody does. Nobody is dragging a bunch of complete random people who have nothing at all to do with the fucked up bullshit you support or the bullshit you've done and trying to make them the same as you. Because they're not. You keep trying to justify these stupid fucking things you say by just saying, well, you're not allowed to disagree with me because I don't know what I'm saying. It's like, well, doesn't that sound like it's more your problem when you talk yourself in circles and nothing you say makes sense to anyone except you? And it's not for the lack of the ability to comprehend what you're saying on everyone else's behalf. In fact, it's because people think you're a blithering idiot who doesn't know how to spell or typecast his own shit. So he has to constantly run himself around in a circle because that's the only way to keep his argument going, is just to keep repeat the same thing like a broken record. Like it's stuck in the same fucking groove of the record for 30 fucking minutes going on a goddamn circle. And you're trying to say that somehow makes you sound smart, makes you sound sophisticated. It doesn't. It really doesn't. Clearly, conservatives don't actually care about protecting our human rights because they themselves are too busy trying to take those rights away from us. What rights is anyone trying to take away from you right now? As far as I'm aware, you can still travel. You can still do whatever you want within reason as long as you're not breaking a legitimate law. But instead, you want to throw tantrums like a pussy and cry every time someone disagrees with you. That's what it is. You don't care about equal rights. What you care about, you want the right to be able to talk a whole bunch of shit and have no one say anything about it. That's what you want. That's really what you want out of the world. You don't want to be able to be held accountable for the things you say. You want everyone to sit there and suck your ass and tell you that you're a victim of every single fucking thing that anyone's ever done to you. Because if you can't feed your victim complex, you don't know what to do. You have this unhealthy obsession with always needing to be the victim, even in situations when you, your stupid fucking ass, did this to yourself. No one is following you around with a fucking gun and sticking it in your fucking mouth and blowing the brains out of the back of your head. You're the one crying and bitching every time you do anything at all that would bother people. Let's keep reading. As I said many times before, but which Gage is too ignorant to understand, this is... Okay, goddamn. He's actually so shitty at writing, it's actually making me try to correct what he's written. Because this is why I do not support evil deeds against anyone. I may not agree with them, but that does not give me or anyone else the right to do harm against others. I don't know, you seem to be perfectly fine with people getting swatted and shit as long as it's people you don't like. And every time someone gets like that kind of shit happen to them, it's like, well, it's because you said this about me. No, it's because some other sick fuck did it for attention. That's all there is to it. The fact that you continue to make it about other things makes me think you're a fucking loser. Real criticism is done in a civilized manner without attacking the person and or a group personally. Dude, that's all you do is attack people personally. You have no right to sit there and say that everyone else is attacking people personally when you've done it pretty well yourself. In fact, you've done it before other people have done it. When most people argue with you, they don't try to mention the fact that you look like some hideous fuck up. They don't mention the fact that you have some potbelly and man tits. They don't mention the fact that you look like some ugly fucking retard got dragged across by face first across a cheese grater. That's the length of someone's floor. What all they do is simply say, okay, well, here's the problem with what you're saying, and they lay out A, B, and C reasons as to why your arguments make no damn sense. But when the moment someone starts laying out the foundation to build their argument, to help understand why their argument would make sense, you call people closed-minded conservatives, you call them bullies, you call them idiots, you call them stupid. Like, all you do is degrade their intelligence and denounce what they say based upon the fact that it doesn't flow with the narrative that you want to present. That's the thing. You're a polititard. You're needlessly obsessed with politics because it's all you think about. You're one of these psychotic nutbags who wakes up in the morning thinking society's geared against him the moment he wakes up because he's basically been sucking off gender studies ever since he could read a book. Which you can barely read books, let's be honest. The way you read and write makes me wonder if someone smashed you across the head with a fucking frying pan every day you woke up for the last 9 years. Which would kind of explain your fixation on frying pans and frying pan foo. But, nevertheless, what Gage does is blatant harassment, bullying, and persecution of those who have a different opinion or political view than him. It's supposed to be then, not then, because then applies to a point of time, then is a difference or point of comparison. And here's the thing, it's never been a matter of political opinion or point of view. You have every right to have an opinion. You have every right to have whatever political affiliation you feel best describes what you believe. However, What you decide to do instead of simply sharing your beliefs is the fact that when you share your beliefs, if people don't mindlessly agree with you and just nod along with everything you say the moment you say it, you freak the fuck out. You do. You freak the fuck out. You follow them around like an asshole trying to degrade them and call them pieces of shit. And when people just straight up block you from the comments, you say, well, I'm being censored. No, it's just the fact is that they're not going to try to have an argument with someone who's not going to argue. You're not capable of debating anyone. You're really not. Because your whole concept of a debate is you say you're right, so you're right. You say you're right, so you're right. You say you're right, so you're right. And that's all you do. You don't actually try to demonstrate the actual ability to comprehend what it means to have a real discussion or a debate. So you freak the fuck out, throw a tantrum every time someone disagrees with you. Because in your mind, it's easier to do that than it is to actually break down your own bullshit and listen to what other people say. Let's keep reading. I am sorry. You could just say I'm, not I am. Sorry if someone hurt him in his past hurt him. But with all due respect, that has nothing to do with me, and it's still no excuse to treat anyone like crap. I personally has done nothing in any way, shape, or form to engage or anyone in his inner circles to lead up to the attack me for any reason. Dumb fuck. You actively went above and beyond to censor people and try to remove them from a platform because they disagreed with you. You actively went out of your way to locate the Facebook profiles of people's families and harass them when they were not feeling well. You straight up tried to accost me when a member of my family passed away of cancer. You went above and beyond to type slanderous, libelistic, ass-hurt publications about me for the better part of 2 fucking years nearly. And for some fucking reason, you have no reason at all to like look back on the shit you're doing and say, maybe some of this was cause for what's going on right now. Really? Really, Spaz Monkey? None of this occurs to you? Like, yeah, maybe the reason people...
to live without. Did you ever know what it's all about? It's the sound of the wind that is blowing my mind. It's the beat of the earth making me sleep at night.
I'm a hustler by nature, it's in my blood. Steady chasing this paper, rolling dust. So my money never out of sight. And I'm all swagged up with a red and green stripe. I'm a hustler by nature, it's in my blood. Steady chasing this paper, rolling dust. So my money never out of sight. And I'm all swagged up with a red and green stripe.
Don't ball, but I sleep at night. Demons in it for the wrong and the lying. I don't wanna feel the water done and give me some more. Dying. Don't ball, but I sleep at night. Someone wakes me up in the morning. Something about the sweet sweet smell of marijuana. Please miss me with the money bag, not the tree. Don't ball, but I sleep at night. Demons in it for the wrong and the lying. I don't wanna feel the water done and give me some more. Dying. Don't ball, but I sleep at night. Someone wakes me up in the morning. Something about the sweet sweet smell of marijuana. Please miss me with the money bag, not the tree.
Ain't a God on your feet. If you're gonna lean into me, make sure you feel the heat. You can take what you want, but when you take it from me, I'll make sure that you fall upon the floor, down to your knees. I'm not betting on material spirits, no kinds of blizzard, habits, demons. No bubbles before I flow. I don't wanna shoot a torso. I don't want the balls in the courtroom. You need something more than your asshole. You ain't nothing more than a fagot. You ain't nothing more than the pills in your miracle to give me peace. I'm not asking for a miracle, just you and me. Yeah, I want a miracle to give me peace. I'm not asking for a miracle, just you and me. Yeah, I wanna know. So what hell will you play? Is it too much to ask if I should go or I should stay? In the moment of doubt, put your hand on the flame. When you need to remind yourself that you could feel the same. I'm not betting on them.
Don't ball, but I sleep at night. Demons in it for the wrong and the lying. I don't wanna jewel or a diamond. Give me something more than enough to remind it. Don't ball, but I sleep at night. Someone wakes me up in the morning. Something about the sweet sweet smell of marijuana. Please miss me with the money bag, not the tree.
Miracle to give me peace. I'm not asking for a miracle, just you and me. Yeah, I want a miracle to give me peace. I'm not asking for a miracle, just you and me. Yeah, I want a
Llámame a mi teléfono, mándame texto o FaceTime call. Lo que tú quieres o todo era, dame una oportunidad. Llámame a mi teléfono, mándame texto o FaceTime call. Lo que tú quieres o todo era, dame una oportunidad. I know I'm too sensitive, I guess it's just the way it is. Sorry, I'm the way I am, just wanna be a perfect man. Touch me gently, kiss me slowly, come to bed and baby show me that you want me to, that you want me to.
Main and track, when I step on the scene, I do or die all my life with or without a team. Fast or slow, bro, you can't catch me though. Too fast, too furious, too hungry for y'all to see. Main and track, when I step on the scene, I do or die all my life with or without a team. Fast or slow, bro, you can't catch me though. Too fast, too furious, too hungry for y'all to see. I mean what I say what I mean. I'm the goddamn reason hip hop's back on its feet. Used to put work in the streets, now I lay my work on beats and let them work for me. Yeah, I mean what I say what I mean. I'm the goddamn reason
say about you is because you've earned it in one way or another. I mean, really a spastic, babbling fucking lunatic. Nor do I plan any ill will against him. I love him just as I love every human being. Sadly, however, Gage and his cult find love to be creepy, which explains why he's so hateful. No, it's just the fact is, someone doesn't have to reciprocate your feelings just because you have a fucked up obsession with them. Let's face it, you have like a creepy obsession with people that don't like you. You seem to think that someone telling you to fuck yourself and leave them alone is like them playing hard to get. No, they legitimately don't fucking like you. I would have no qualms whatsoever with shooting you in the head if I had the chance, because realistically, you're just that fucked up of a person that I think the world would be better off if it was rid of you. And no, it's not because you're LGBT, and it's not because you're Asian. It's because you're just a sick fucking retard that no one needs to have around. And no, it's not because of the opinions you espouse. It's because of all the personal shit you did to other people afterwards that you decided to scream and cry and bitch and ree every time people disagree with you, to the point to where you freak the fuck out and scream for hours. Next, we as human beings require love in our lives, from the smallest sense to the greatest sense of the word. Love is as important to humanity as oxygen, none of which has anything to do with this abuse. Sex is an important part of humanity's universal existence, which is in no way connected to the type of abuse, since that Gage clearly doesn't have the full picture on how humanity actually functions on our Earth. Here's the thing. The human race is not as simple as... The human race cannot be simplified, and the human race cannot be quantified by one babbling lunatic who all you're doing is telling yourself that you know things you clearly don't understand. You sound like a fucking lunatic. No, you little lunatic. The problem is the fact that you keep trying to say that you understand how the entire human race works. No one knows that. Just like how no one knows if we have souls and shit. There's no way to know. And trying to pretend that you know just because you tell yourself you do doesn't mean shit. Swallowing your own shit does not make you a genius. Nothing that I have ever promoted or believed is in any connection with harming others. Well, you said that there's no such thing as sexual abuse, so that's wrong. However, Gage actions against humanity is a harmful and evil practice that must be stopped at all cost. Yeah, disagreeing with some retarded faggoty Magikarp-looking reject is the same thing as leading genocides. Fuck off and die. Stop at all cost. Oh no! Abusing mathematics for the purpose of discriminating humanity, dividing them and degrading them is the exact definition of what a separatist movement is. Again, saying that someone under a certain degree of maturity, emotionally and mentally and physically, should not be doing things that could potentially impact them negatively for the rest of their life is not the same thing as locking people up in camps until they're a certain age. You're such a fucking lunatic. Seriously, do you just smoke crack all day? Do you just like smoke crack and PCP? I mean, it would make sense. I mean, that one picture on your Facebook, it looked like you were smoking a crack pipe, so I wouldn't be surprised if you were a homeless crackhead. Make a lot more sense than actually believing that you have any academic training. Dividing the people for Gage's own sick, evil agenda of dividing and controlling we the people. Dude, shut the fuck up. You're not writing the Declaration of Independence. Yeah, dude, you're trying so hard to be like one of these founding father-esque figurines. Should say figures, because figurines is just like a model. But the fact is, you sound like a nut. Because all you're really doing is screeching and trying to act like you have some sort of plan for the world when you're too fucking stupid and crazy to make anything work. It's juvenile and completely ridiculous. Being intelligent enough to understand the reality that age never has and never will exist is not in any way promoting the abuse against anyone. Here's the thing. Trying to say that adults should have sexual relationships with anyone under their age, especially people who are much, much younger who don't know any better because they have not been alive long enough to come to notice dangerous behaviors, that's reason enough for someone to bitch slap you across the face with a chainsaw. And I don't feel bad about saying that, and no one should have to explain to you the harm. If you're so fucking dumb that you hear how bad it can be, and then you just ignore it, that's on you. It only strengthens humanity's natural gift of free will without societal, political, or governmental intervention. Intelligent beings are smart enough to make decisions for themselves without being told what to do by engaged types. Here's the thing, I'm not telling people what to do, I'm simply saying they should talk to their parents when it comes to making serious decisions when they're still young. That is not the same thing as walking around with a fucking Bible and handing it to everyone and saying, "This is the decree of how you shall live." Because that's not how that works. I'm not walking around with a fucking scroll of 1400 Abrahamic bullshit saying, "You shall behave as the following decree instructs." That's not how anyone handles things in the modern day. Being smart and educating people is never abuse. So the only person here who are abusing humanity is Gage and the conservative right. Gage and the conservative. Gage and the conservative. Just say it. You think everyone that doesn't agree with you is a conservative because you're so stupid and fucked up that you refuse to believe that someone else can disagree with you without necessarily attaching themselves to a political label. More importantly, why does it have to be political for people to disagree with you? Is it because your mind is so screwed that you can't just pull that away for a second? It's like, what if this isn't political? What if this is based upon morality and societal standards to see what could be harmful as opposed to what's not? Like, why is that so fucking hard for you to grasp? Did someone just, like, beat you about the head with your crack pipe so hard one day that your brain just fell out? And it's not abuse just to disagree with you. And humanity, shut the fuck up with this humanity shit. You don't speak for anyone except yourself. And nor do I. I speak for me. I speak for myself. And maybe even some of those who said, yeah, you know what, you have a point. We'll stand with you in this one argument. But the problem is, you're trying to argue against a consensus, and that never fucking works. And the reason it never works is because arguing against a consensus only works if other people agree with you. Which is why practically fucking no one ever does. Because you're a fucking lunatic. If Gage sees this, then good. I am not an abuser, nor will I ever abuse anyone by having an opinion that is opposite of Gage opinions. Again, you repeatedly call people all types of shit to try to get people to fuck with them in their real life. And for some reason that's not abuse. But if someone calls you a fucking moron, you screech into the ether. And you simply call that abuse, when the reality is, abuse actually means that they're trying to do shit to you outside of the internet. That actually impacts your real life. No one is doing shit to you that you haven't already warranted by publicly disclosing information about yourself, knowingly. That could be used to destroy your fucking life. And no one was walking around with you and probing into your life to do this shit. This is stuff you released yourself publicly for public consumption. That is called democracy. Democracy is not a form of abuse. However, hating SJWs is a form of abuse. So is hating liberals. So in all cases, Gage is the real global abuser here. Global abuser. So because I don't agree with people taking things way too far when it comes to making up causes to run behind, that's the same thing as actually going around and like destroying people's homes and cities. Are you out of your fucking mind? Oh, yeah, you are. Why the fuck was I gonna ask? Of course he is. Of course he's out of his fucking mind. That's how he justifies a lot of the stuff that he does, because he's completely fucking nuts. So to him, all the shit that's crazy to everyone else is completely sane to him. And that's just kind of how fucked up he is.
fresh on tracks. I'm gonna make it happen, I'm at a young age, but I'm a classic like a black OCB tape with some black kicks and a black shirt. I talk slick, flows gon' hurt, man. I'm gonna make it happen, I'm at a young age, but I'm a classic like a black OCB tape with some black kicks and a black shirt. I talk slick, flows gon' hurt, man. I hear them talking carry cash in a Louis bag. Seems like serious stack in a bank, yes, it's a movie type. Scarface, Al Pacino, welcome to reality. The bank account says zero. I hear them talking carry cash in a Louis bag. Seems like serious stack in a bank, yes, it's a movie type. Scarface, Al Pacino, welcome to reality. The bank account says zero. Congratulations for being that dumb. Y'all just make me laugh, cause y'all be stuck. I'm on a hustle, I'm on a grind. Everything I see, hell yeah, I'm making mine. Congratulations for being that dumb. Y'all just make me laugh, cause y'all be stuck. I'm on a hustle, I'm on a grind. Everything I see, hell yeah, I'm making mine. I'm supposed to shine, next in line. Soap packs for dimes, now get paid for rhymes. Stack up money like I wanna build mountains. You can call a large amounts that I'm counting. I'm supposed to shine, next in line. Soap packs for dimes, now get paid for rhymes. Stack up money like I wanna build mountains. You can call a large amounts that I'm counting. I'm a hustler by nature, it's in my blood. Steady chasing this paper and rolling dubs, so my money never out of sight. And I'm all swagged up with a red and green stripes. I'm a hustler by nature, it's in my blood. Steady chasing this paper and rolling dubs, so my money never out of sight. And I'm all swagged up with a red and green stripes. I'm a hustler by nature, it's in my blood. Steady chasing this paper and rolling dubs, so my money never out of sight. And I'm all swagged up with a red and green stripes. I'm a hustler by nature, it's in my blood. Steady chasing this paper and rolling dubs, so my money never out of sight. And I'm all swagged up with a red and green stripes. Hopping out of plane, out of town flights. Yeah, seems like I must have done something right. Like I'm on the block, people of my product waiting in the line, and now it's all sold out. Hopping out of plane, out of town flights. Yeah, seems like I must have done something right. Like I'm on the block, people of my product waiting in the line, and now it's all sold out. Catch me on the island, weekend getaway. Plus a shorty that knows how to make it stay. All these jewels on me, I stay iced out. Keep it chilly during summer when I ride out. Catch me on the island, weekend getaway. Plus a shorty that knows how to make it stay. All these jewels on me, I stay iced out. Keep it chilly during summer when I ride out. See me live on stage, just rocking the crowd. I got it locked down, this ain't no doubt. After party in the club, VIP, cause I'm an MVP on the MIC. See me live on stage, just rocking the crowd. I got it locked down, this ain't no doubt. After party in the club, VIP. Main and track, when I step on the scene, I do or die all my life with or without a team. Fast or slow, bro, you can't catch me though. Too fast, too furious, too hungry for y'all. See, main and track, when I step on the scene, I do or die all my life with or without a team. Fast or slow, bro, you can't catch me though. Too fast, too furious, too hungry for y'all. See, I mean what I say what I mean. I'm the goddamn reason hip hop's back on his feet. Used to put work in the streets, now I lay my work on beats and let them work for me. Yeah, I mean what I say what I mean. I'm the goddamn reason hip hop's back on his feet. Used to put work in the streets, now I lay my work on beats and let them work for me. Yeah, you can bring it on, you ain't gotta front. Dial 101, hope you can't stun. Tell you just once, you don't want no problems, and there'll be nothing if you don't start some. You can bring it on, you ain't gotta front. Dial 101, hope you can't stun. Tell you just once, you don't want no problems, and there'll be nothing if you don't start some.
and I, as well as many others, were abuse victims of him telling people to cut themselves is a form of verbal abuse. Telling people to kill yourself is a form of verbal abuse. Telling transgender people, women, that they themselves are not real women and not valid is verbal abuse. Telling trans women that if I were ever to see you in the street, I would put you in a coma is not only verbal abuse, but is a threatening physical abuse of another human being. Gage is the real abuser here, and we, transgender people, are victims of his madness. No, fuckface. When I talk about you specifically, and I call you by fucking name and address you with a statement, that is not the same thing as lumping everyone into that category. The fact that you need to start lumping everyone in when I call you specifically by name shows that you're just trying way too hard to make it about other people and not you. Gage and his cult think that all transgender people are pedophiles. No, I think you're a pedophile as an individual, because you've said some pretty pedophilic shit. Which we are not. Stop talking on behalf of everyone else. I am not a pedophile, nor do I support the non-existent concept that conservatively created that being different is bad, and calling the LGBT community pedophiles is a form of physical abuse. It is also a verbal hate crime, and it shows how intolerant the conservative right really are. Again, calling you a pedophile for supporting pedophilia is not the same thing as calling every person that identifies as LGBT a pedophile. You are so fucking stupid, it's actually difficult to fathom your level of idiocy. I am not a pedophile. I don't believe or support pedophilia, and I never will. I am transgender. I am a woman, and I am valid. This is women and human empowerment. Being a valid woman does not make a person a pedophile, nor does loving another human being make someone thinking differently than you, or seeing things from a different perspective from you. That is called individuality and being unique, not pedophilia. No, here's the thing. When you straight up condone pedophilia and say that you yourself are a pedosexual, that is pedophilia. When you admit yourself that you are a pedophile, that's pedophilia. When you have playlists of kids twerking around and shit that you probably beat your 3-incher to, that's pedophilia. Being a liberal does not make you a pedophile. No one was arguing that. Being different does not make you a pedophile. Nobody was arguing that. Telling people to stop bullying people for their differences in opinion or someone is promoting pedophilia is not someone promoting pedophilia. It's called keeping the internet safe for our families, friends, and neighbors and free from victims of a cyberbullying attack like I and countless people in the world have found have suffered constantly. And because the conservatives can't accept the fact Joe Biden won. I love how you're trying to more or less preemptively say this before the election's even been decided, dumb fuck. Seriously, the election hasn't even started yet. We just recently found out that Joe Biden was fucking running against Trump. The fucking election has not even been concluded yet. It has not even started, even. And you're saying that. The very conservatives who we trust to protect us are destroying us. In the process of labeling people as pedophiles and perverts are a clear sign of stupidity and ignorance. Being different is not a perverted, but being transphobic and LGBT is perverting justice to destroy others, and the difference is a sign of stupidity. This is why the radical divide, the racial divide continues to grow on this planet, because people like Gage see differences in opinion as a bad thing. Somehow supporting Black Lives Matter is a bad thing. But supporting the doxing of Asians and the LGBT community online is good. Telling people that bullying is wrong and anti-human is bad, but calling people whores, sluts, faggots, and cunts, etc. Gage calls me constantly via his anti-LGBT videos as somehow good. No. Here's the thing. I don't have a problem with anyone being called out for their shit, so long as you can actually prove what they're saying is wrong. I've never once attacked Black Lives Matter for raising awareness about police violence in the black community. I just simply said there's better ways to do it than flipping over cars and lighting shit on fire. And here's the thing, I've never once attacked people for being gay. The fact that you continue to make that an argument proves you're a fucking retard. Oh yeah, doxing Asian people now, okay? Well, wait a minute. How is it doxing you? If it's not your fucking name, then it's not doxing. Isn't that how that works? Moreover, why are you allowed to dox me more times than this fucking turd than I've said my own legal name in my entire fucking life? Why are you allowed to dox other people multiple fucking times in an attempt to try to get them harassed, but people aren't allowed to call you by a name that you publicly fucking disclosed? You stupid faggot. Oh look, I called you a faggot. What are you gonna do? You're gonna cry for 6 hours? Give humanity a break. The double standard is an act, and only an idiot would do. Gage is no better than anyone else. I never said I was. Gage thinks that human beings should be hunted for sport. No, I said pedophiles and child molesters and rapists should be hunted for sport. He even claims to be a human hunter. Why would anyone want to waste their lives hunting down people who you choose not to like for reasons based on things that are none of your business to begin with? Being gay is none of Gage's business. A person's sex life is none of Gage's business. Being Asian is none of Gage, especially when Gage hate gay gays. Again, it's not a matter of being gay, not a matter of being Asian. Shut the fuck up. The only thing that Gage should be worried about is his own life, but Gage doesn't have a life because he's too busy destroying the lives of others. Yeah, you know, the guy that maintains a relationship and has a job and does all this other shit with his life is immediately a worthless piece of crap who has nothing going for him because he just refuses to be spoon-fed bullshit by some psychotic lunatic who's trying to more or less keep sucking his own cock and telling himself that everyone else is the problem of his issues. Seriously, the amount of fucking nanny peddling and cry bullying amazes me. Bullying is wrong, both online and offline, so why do you do it? If you disagree with someone, then fine. But attacking them for any reason is unjust and uncalled for. You mean like how you attack everyone that disagrees with you? It is an act that only a heartless terrorist would do. No, a terrorist is someone who kills people and blows up things for a political narrative. Disagreeing with you because you're a whiny little shitbag because of stuff you've said to myself and others and done to myself and others has nothing at all to do with politics and everything to do with the stupid fucked up things you've done. If you were just simply some random person with a different political opinion or a political opinion and didn't say anything at all about like pedophilia and shit, nobody would care. But the fact is you made it all about pedophilia. And when people started criticizing you about it, you made it all about political narratives. And when people started saying it wasn't about politics, you made it all about like the LGBT right type particular narrative. That's the thing. You switch your fucking origin story and your backstory up every fucking week because you consistently need to find something to use as an excuse for having fucked up opinions. Having an opinion is not the issue, but it's a matter of how you decided to go about it. Oh, Jesus Christ. Because anyone with a brain would understand that disagreeing with someone does not give you the right to personally attack them, degrade them, bully them, slander them, verbally abuse them, and then leave them for dead as you mock, laugh, and prod at their suffering that you caused them. You caused that for yourself, you stupid fuckhead. You went above and beyond to follow people around and try to instigate shit with them when they started trying to pull away from the situation. When they started getting bored with your crazy autistic screeching. You went above and beyond to try to, like, throw yourself back at people trying to get their attention again when they decided to say, no, fuck this, I want nothing more to do with it, I'm done with the situation because this is getting fucking stupid, and I'm not going to argue with a fucking lunatic forever. And when people started like, trying to get the fuck away from that situation, you made it above and beyond to keep saying, I want more attention, and you started doing things deliberately to keep sucking people back into the bullshit. And when people would just say, no, fuck off, leave me alone, I don't care, and they would just start blocking you, they would start ignoring you, they would start doing all these different things to try to get you to stop fucking with them, you would continue to do it more because you have this fucked up need for attention. You can't simply voice your opinion to other people. You need to follow the same people around that you don't like to let them know that you're around just so they keep feeding into the shit. Because in your mind, this is how you're keeping yourself going. This is the only interaction you seem to get, is if you continue to fucking antagonize people to feel like you're actually contributing something to society. It's like you're feeding a rope through a hole in the wall, trying to feed it through another wall, and eventually that rope's going to come to an end, and when you got nothing more to pull through the hole in the wall, you're essentially going to be stuck with there with just a bunch of rope that you can hang yourself with it, because realistically, all the shit you've said, if everything you've said, if every lie you told was like the strand of a rope, you could hang yourself 9 times over with the amount of shit you've said that's been proven to be blatantly untrue and false. Telling a parent or someone that you trust that you are being bullied is a sign of strength, not weakness. A bully like Gage lurks in the darkness of the internet because they don't want to be exposed. Dude, it's not bullying when I straight up tell you to shut the fuck up and stop bothering me. When I simply want to be left alone, it's not the same thing as someone saying, you're a stupid fucking faggot. And the reason I only say those things to you is because you lie your ass off about everything. You selectively leave out things that you've said and done to other people that might justify some of the shit they say about you. And you do this intentionally. It's not like you have a lapse in memory that just happens to black out 6 months of shit that you do. It's because it's quite obvious you don't want people to know what you've said and done. So you go above and beyond to just kind of wipe away what people have said about you. And you just cry and complain about everything. Open a drink really quick. I am a pedophile. Weird. It's almost like you keep saying that because you've admitted to it, and now you're trying to just subliminally message people by overtly saying you're not one. Here's the thing. People would believe you're not a pedophile if it wasn't for the fucking fact that you openly said you were one. Not to mention, again, you had a playlist of children twerking around and shit. What kind of inclination is that supposed to give people? I mean, what kind of conclusion is a person supposed to draw when you have pedophilic videos inside your fucking playlists? If it was just simply a bunch of grown adults dancing around, it would be no big deal. But it wasn't. These were children dancing around in really sexually provocative ways that you had in a public playlist that everyone could fucking view. Nobody was bullshitting anyone about anything. These are things that you left in the public on your own website, on your own particular YouTube page for everyone to fucking find. Why? Because people like Gage are far from perfect. I'm perfectly fine with being a person that has flaws, and I'm perfectly fine with trying to rectify their own flaws. That is very different than saying that they're perfect. Here's the thing. I'm willing to make fun of myself for some of my own personal blunders. I'm willing to poke fun at myself for my looks and for the way I sound. I'm perfectly fine with doing all those things because I am perfectly willing to laugh at myself and poke fun at myself. I have never once been so up my own ass that I can't just say, yeah, he looks like a fucking zombie with a melanin disorder. I'm more than willing to laugh at myself and say that because at least then I'm having fun at my own expense than being so fucking serious that every time someone says something about me, it causes me to have some sort of episode. What the fuck's the point of living like that on the internet? If you're going to be that fucking prone to freaking out about everything. There's no fucking point at that point. Yet, that does not stop Gage from falsely claiming that I am, because his mentality is to steal, kill, and destroy. Steal our individuality, kill our democracy, and destroy our humanity. Disagreeing with you and criticizing your behavior is not the same thing as trying to dehumanize you. I just think you're a shitty person. All because Gage or anyone stupid enough to bully someone can't move on from the past. Well, here's the thing. Why do you need to shit on everyone? Why do you need to aggressively shit talk everyone and their mother to the point to where you're getting their attention non-stop? And then when you get the type of response that you know you're going to get, you sit there, it's like, I don't know why you're saying these things that I've openly provoked you into saying. Really? You don't know? Weird. It's almost like you ignore shit you do just so you can play victim. Gage is a closeted homosexual. What? Dude, if I was just gay, I'd just come out as gay. That's really all there would be to it. The fact that you continue to throw that out there here and there kind of makes me giggle a little bit. Because it shows that you're trying so fucking hard to say something fucked up about me to get me mad, but really it just makes me scratch my head and going, what the fuck are you talking about? Because that's exactly how it feels like. What the fuck is this idiot babbling about? I mean, that's the exact mentality I get. Like, what is this nut jab saying? Because that's exactly how it feels, trying to rationalize the stupid shit you say. Like, what is this idiot talking about? Exactly that. Which explains his fixation on guys who wear makeup, cross-dressers, and drag queens. I never once said shit about cross-dressers or drag queens or people that wear makeup. If you want to wear makeup, that's your business. I'm just saying that you should probably do it when you know that's what you want to do instead of having your parents bottlenecking it into you because you might get the shit kicked out of your school if the other students see you like that when you're like 9 years old. Because unfortunately, a lot of kids in elementary are not very progressive as opposed to kids that are teenagers who are starting to mature more, who realize that not everyone's going to be the same. Gage hates drag queens. I never once said that at all. He has mentioned many times that he hates RuPaul, Desmond is amazing, and other drag queens, calling them vulgar names like perverts, faggot, queers, and pedophiles. No, I called you and Jessica and Eve pedophiles. And I called the sick fucking weirdos that were throwing money at that 11-year-old pedophiles. Because these are grown men dancing at throwing money at an 11-year-old boy who was dancing for them like a stripper. You know for a fact, if it was a little girl doing that shit, there would be the cops up everyone's fucking ass. But since it's a little boy, it's perfectly fine. No, it's not. No, it's not. You're still sexualizing this 11-year-old. Those people are fucking pedophiles for doing that. The other drag queens aren't doing it to them. It's the fucking people that came to watch that were throwing money at a kid that was stripping for them like a fucking bunch of perverts. Not because they are, but because Gage lives in a conservative area of Michigan. His family are conservatives, and he can't express himself like he wants to. I'm expressing myself like I want to right now. Go fuck yourself with these little bullshit accusations. Either prove what you say or shut the fuck up. Seriously, quote me verbatim without taking anything I say out of context. Give me a time code or an exact fucking quote that you can pull directly from something I say without twisting a single fucking word of it to fit your narrative. Go on, I fucking dare you. Give it a fucking try and see how blatantly bullshit it is. Also, by the way, fuckhead, if you do that, link the time code of the video and link the fucking video. Don't do some of this shit where it's like, well, you said this. Okay, well, do you want to link where? No. Well, then you don't prove it, do you? If you don't supply actual evidence that people can actually fucking look at, then it's not evidence. Desmond is amazing. He's an inspiration to the world, especially the LGBT plus community, which Gage hates. I don't hate them, I hate you. You're an asshole. That's all there is to it. And here's the thing, I kind of feel bad for Desmond, really, because his entire childhood has essentially been stolen from him. Which it has been. Ever since he was 4 years old, his mother was dragging him to these fucking shows. He wasn't going because he wanted to. He was going because his mother was essentially bottlenecking him into liking it. Drag is an art form, and like with all art forms, there will be haters. Here's the thing, I don't mind if someone's in drag so long as they are actually alive and able to make their own decisions. And they go there of their own volition. This is not the same thing as someone conditioning them into going ever since they're a young child to the point to where they don't know what they want to do anymore because they've essentially been told that their parents won't love them if they don't go. Gage is one of those haters, and so is Cass Warfox and the rest of the nut job conservatives who can't tell the difference between criticism and bullying. Bullying, Would you like to cry some more, you simpering bitch? I tried telling love to Gage, but Gage doesn't know what love is. Love does not call people pedophiles, then make provisions to destroy the lives of others based on a false narrative. Dude, here's the thing. You don't know what love is. Love is a complex emotion. It's not as simple as saying, oh, I love you. That's not what love is. Love requires an actual deep understanding connection to a person. Just because you jerk off to me doesn't mean you understand what love is. It just means you have a sick, fucked up fixation with me. Because you're desperately trying to attach yourself to my life. In a really fucked up way. Because no one pays you any attention. Real love helps people who want their help, stands by their side no matter what, and keeps people out of harm's way. Being different is not harmful to anyone. I never said being different in and of itself was harmful. Learn to differentiate what I say and what I've actually said. Learn to actually take that fucking thing between your ears and turn it on once in a while and give it a little boot up. That way you can actually receive what people say and understand it, as opposed to only hearing what you'd like to hear. Real life lets people make their own choices in life, instead of trying to be a dictator and force people to follow the ways of conservative. Like how Gage tries to force me to hate liberals. I never tried to force you to jack shit. I simply disagree with what you say. I've never once said, I want you to believe. Like, here's what we know. And I start laying out statistics for you. and you start saying, well, that's a bunch of faggoty bullshit. Except instead of faggoty, you say that's conservative. Really, the only difference between me saying the word faggot and you saying conservative is that conservative is only used for people that you don't like, whereas faggot can be used to apply to anyone who acts like a piece of shit. It doesn't necessarily mean to be a gay person to be called a faggot. You just think there are people that call me faggot all the time. You don't see me crying and breaking down about it. I simply say, yeah, fuck you, get over it. I just simply say straight up, look, if I am gay, which I'm not, but for the sake of argument, let me play devil's advocate here. Even if I was gay, that wouldn't be a really way for me to give a shit, because there are lots of people who call each other faggots all the time, and I don't fucking freak out about it. Do you want to know why? It's because I'm a fucking adult. I don't sit there soiling a diaper and crying myself to sleep. Oh, they call me a faggot! No, because if you play Call of Duty, for example, people are going to say that quite a bit. There's no way you can actually handle playing Call of Duty on a console, because if everyone's calling each other faggots and retards and pedophiles and shit, you'd probably have a fucking seizure. Real love forgives those who hurt them, like I have with Gage, whose only response is, I don't care. Here's the thing, if you really forgave someone, you wouldn't need to write manifestos about them, constantly trying to run down their integrity as a human being. If you really didn't give a fuck about the past whatsoever, you wouldn't need to keep trying to run this fucking narrative where you're bothering people all the fucking time, trying to start pointless shit. I mean, you really wouldn't. If you really didn't give a shit about anything at all, if none of this was a big fucking deal to you, you wouldn't need to keep doing this. But you do. And the reason that you do is because you're desperate for recognition. Nobody is a pedophile or a pervert. A person who is a pedophile is a pedophile. A person who tries to sexually assault someone or molest someone is a pervert. A faggot or a whore. Well, someone that fucks everything that moves is a whore. Like a faggot is a British cigarette, or a faggot could be... A faggot really... That word has a bunch of different colloquialisms. Like, it could be described as... It's either a homophobic slur or a shitty person. One or the other. A loser or a wetback. What? Okay, when did anyone say the last one? I don't recall ever saying the last one. Where the fuck that one come from? The reason people call you a loser is because you're not doing shit with your life. You're not. You write this stupid bullshit because you think it's going to make you money, but no one buys it. We are all human beings who coexist on this great planet called Earth. Earth isn't great. It's not great. Now, the way the planet is, and the wildlife and shit, that's incredible. But when it comes to people, people are kind of shitty, unfortunately. There are a lot of good people, and a really fucking shit ton of bad ones. And unfortunately, fuckface, you are one of the shit fucks, because you continuously try to stick yourself up other people's faces. We are all created equal and are intelligent enough to control our own destiny. Again, no one is saying that you can't control your own choices. And no one is saying that not everyone is equal. They're simply saying that people that diddle children should not be allowed near children and should be punished for it. That is not the same thing as attacking gay people. But you're retarded, so you're not going to listen. Abuse to Gage is wrong, yet Gage is one of the who's abusing people. The evidence is in his YouTube videos. Gage claims to love transgender people, yet he calls them whores, pedophiles, and faggots. Again, directing an insult at you or Jessica Yaniv is not the same thing as talking about everyone in the same fucking way. Shut up. Gage claims to be bipartisan, yet his whole belief system is a carbon copy of the belief system of the conservative right. Despite the fact that I'm an agnostic, I support marijuana legalization, I'm pro-choice. But remember, despite the fact that those few things right there are actually more liberal, you're still going to say they're conservative, even if they don't necessarily agree with a lot of diehard conservative circles. Gage believes that everyone craves his attention. No, I believe you crave my attention, because you seem to have this really fucked up thing where you need to continuously mention me on a fucking loop, because you feel like sucking my dick on the internet's going to make me love you. It won't. It just makes me get more disgusted with you, because it proves that you have some sort of fucked up obsession with me. And here's the thing. The reason I call you obsessed with me and not the other way around is because I can go months without even noticing your fucking name. You can't go 5 days without talking about me. Even if I make jokes in passing, it doesn't turn into a conversation. It makes one joke and that's it, and then the conversation moves on. But with you, not so much. Otherwise, you wouldn't have one YouTube video on me at all. Let me get this straight, fuckface. You're allowed to publish 9 publications about me, which count like a total of over 20 hours of read time. And for some fucking reason, I'm not allowed to have like a 10-minute video on you because you're ass mad on the internet. No, a fixation would mean that someone has like an entire channel dedicated specifically to you. That would be a fixation. Weird. It's almost like your Amazon account is almost one dedicated to me. It's a shrine to shitting on me. That's what your Amazon account is. It's like a self-created shrine where you can demonize another person and basically treat yourself like you're the second coming of Christ. He still can't get my name or my gender right, aka he's stupid. No, it's just the fact that I refuse. Fucking refuse to pander to the feelings of some whiny little bitch baby who needs to continuously tell himself that he's never accountable for his actions. The point being, Gage is lying to the whole world about myself, transgender people, and the rest of the LGBT community, which he mocks constantly and most likely doing right now as he is reading this on his sick YouTube channel, Gage Loudmouth and Loudmouth Live. Gage really is a loudmouth and a liar, so the name fits him perfectly. His stereotypical views on trans people are outdated and not in service in this day and time. Not in service. You're sucking your own book off. Can you do me a favor and not do these really shitty product placements? I am not homeless, nor do I have a mental disorder. Yeah, you do have a mental disorder. Because you're out of your fucking mind. Gage believes that all transgender people are either homeless or mentally retarded or both. Sucks to be Gage. No, I think you specifically are homeless because you straight up say that you were living in a homeless shelter at some point or have done it at least a couple times in your life. The reason people suspect you might be mentally ill is because you demonstrate a complete disconnect from reality with how you view situations and people. But this isn't just me saying this. There are people who voiced this concern before, including my own therapist, who I've kind of clued in about some of this shit. Julian Gage hates homeless people, people with mental health issues, and transgender people because anyone with a functional brain would know that hating people in general is a form of oppression against humanity, and that homelessness, personal material health, or gender dysphoria is in any way, shape, or form a laughing matter, or something that is to be threatened by. Show how biased Gage really is. No, it's just the fact is that I refuse to pander to the whiny bullshit of some bitchy little dick who needs to continuously tell himself that everyone else is always at fault for the shit he does. I do not support the abuse of any human being, nor do I support controlling what another person does with their lives. I do not support causing harm to others. I do not support violence against others or myself. I do not promote doing evil deeds against humanity. I do not support pedophilia. Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. I do not support spamming other people's comment sections on social media sites with hate-threatening messages like Gage does to me. I do not support the conservative right. I do not support homophobia, transphobia, etc. I do not support bullying, death threats, bigotry, transphobia. I do not support misgendering people and making statements like trans lives don't matter. Gage said that to me, harassing them because they are transgender, etc. Again, saying that the life of one idiot doesn't matter is not the same thing as attacking an entire community. Shut the fuck up. You don't represent everyone. Kill yourself. Here's the thing, dude. You've made death threats to Jennifer Ranilla. A lot of them, actually. You made like a whole string of death threats to her when she told you straight up she didn't want to fuck you because you needed to throw a temper tantrum because you got rejected. I do not support making bigoted, biased, sexist, racist memes about people. I do not support Donald Trump. I do not support hurting anyone or under any circumstances whatsoever as doing the same thing. I do not support the NRA and the Second Amendment or the U.S. Constitution or any legislation that promotes violence against another living being. I do not support lies, slander, fake news. I do not support Gage and his hateful, evil, disgusting cult because hatred is evil and disgusting and is exactly what this cult promotes. Remember, the so-called cult was done as an April Fool's Day joke, and you took it seriously because you're a crazy person who needs to believe that what he says is true, even if people are just playing along with the game just to see how stupid you are. I do not support Gage lying to his therapist about me, making false videos about me, and generalizing me with some random people I have never ever met or known. I do not support stupidity or white privilege. I do not support capitalism or oppressing the lower class in favor of the 1%, etc. Dude, here's the thing. If you don't like capitalism, get the fuck out of the country. And here's the thing. There's no such thing as white privilege. There isn't. Do you want to know why? Because a person's circumstances about their birth does not make them any lesser or greater of a person, nor does it increase the likelihood of them getting better. That does not mean that they are privileged just because their parents were responsible with their money and stayed together. What do I actually support? I support equality. I support a fair universal minimum wage. I support Black Lives Matter. I support free universal healthcare. I support higher quality of living for a lower cost of living. I support the LGBT community. And I believe that trans lives matter. I believe that since Black lives matter, then all lives matter equally. Yet Black lives do matter. I support love, peace, and prosperity. Forward, turn the page. Oh, I believe that human beings would live much better lives if we all just learned to get along. I believe that everyone deserves another chance in life to make things right. Which is why you continuously try to bring up another person's past ills as a way to shit on them, because that totally doesn't sound antithetical to what you just said there. I support forgiveness, love, and compassion for those, even your enemies, or engage in case random person who comes to bully me for no reason whatsoever. I support combating global warming and green energy, a better future, even evil online trolls like Gage, etc. This is information that Gage hides from you in order to make transgender look bad, so he can push his political agenda. Nevertheless, I forgive you, Gage, and your cult. You need to get help. What you need to get is a stick of dynamite, light it, and stuff it up your ass. Why are we the people oppressed? Because conservatives are too blind. You can't even spell two right. It's T-O instead of T-O-O. Blind to see humanity's true potential. Instead, treat us like heathens. It's because what we have done, which is nothing, but conservatives aren't all that smart. It seems not to realize that that they do not possess the will of the force to do their will. Even brainwashing involves a small part of personal choice. Personal choice is what Gage hates, so we are all Gage enemies by default. No, I say that when you make a giant shit cunt of yourself by following people around and talking shit about them behind their back, and even to more of an extent, right to their face when you publicize it in a way to try to discredit who they are as a person, then I have no qualms whatsoever about crushing your skull. I don't. What is that saying? If they stand beside you, give them respect. If they stand behind you, give them protection. If they stand before you, show no mercy. Well, yeah, pretty much sums exactly what I plan on doing to you. They're just an annoying little scumfuck, really. There's no point in dealing with you. So am I! Arm yourselves with knowledge and seek truth, not lies, for your future will be sweet, and your enemies will kneel before you, and you shall forgive them, and justice shall prevail. Ahn Shin-Ae 2019. Okay, so it was just a little bit near the end of last year. Let me just summarize this whole thing. A bunch of fucking bullshit delusions. A bunch of fucking bullshit delusions. Written by a bunch of fucking goddamn lunatics who freak the fuck out whenever they're told no about something. And by lunatics, I should say lunatic, because let's face it, him and his alternate personalities are all the same person sharing the same body. It's just different people switching out control every day. Honestly, you're a fucking lunatic and no one should take you seriously. Get a fucking job. Leave me alone.